Hey everyone, Brandon and Brandon back again at the Kabuki Strength Studio. Today we're going to be going through at-home workouts, as many of our own athletes as well as many gym goers right now don't have normal gym access because of certain quarantines and virus scares. So we're going to be talking to you today about how you can still put together really effective home workouts with very minimal equipment. We're not going to use any free weights in these videos, no barbells, no dumbbells. However, if you do have a home gym setup, you're probably just good to go. But we're going to show you how you can get creative and still maintain some of the same training effect that you've been working so hard to attain in the gym. So in this video, we're going to be showing you an at-home squat and quad based workout that's going to produce a ton of mechanical tension in those patterns with simply using a band and a couple of platforms. So the first exercise we're going to show you is a banded split squat. We're going to show you a banded Zercher goblet type squat front loaded, and we're also going to show you how to do quad fallouts and maybe a couple others. So Brandon, go ahead and demo. Now you do not have to do this from a deficit, but if you do have a couple of mats or maybe a couple pieces of wood at home or anything you can stand on, it's going to make this much more effective because of the additional range of motion you're going to gain at the bottom. We're going to use a moderate to heavy band here. Brandon, I would bet, has about 80 to 100 pounds of tension in this band, and he's choking up on it to increase that tension. Band's going around the front foot, forefoot, and he's pulling up as he's going down, and that's the key here. He's not letting the band come off slack as he's going down. He's pulling up as hard as he can as he's going down. Really important from a movement quality standpoint to extend this back hip at the bottom. We still want to have a huge amount of quality, even though we might be doing 15 to 20 to 30 reps, which we would recommend on this type of an exercise. The next one we're going to show you is a banded Zercher or goblet squat, any way you want to hold it front loaded. This, we're going to use the absolute heaviest band that you can find, and we're going to make you work for it. If you go with a really heavy band, we're going to hold it in a Zercher squat style. If you go with a lighter band, you can probably get away with just holding it around the band itself. But same thing on this one. Brandon, as he's squatting, he's physically pushing up as hard as he can. He's pushing his collarbone back and staying really tall through his torso, through the entire squat. You might feel this more in your abs than anything, but it's still going to be a very effective squat patterning drill. And if you are like a lot of us, doing a little extra bracing work is probably going to be a very good thing for you. The final one that we're going to show you is a quad fallout. This one utilizes the entire range of motion that the quads can essentially go through, and it's a body weight exercise. I'll let Brandon run through just a couple here. He's going to extend his hips as hard as he can, and he's going to lean back onto his heels as hard as he can. He's going to maintain some trunk bracing as he does this, but he's going to try to keep all of the tension in his quads. This is a really aggressive exercise for a lot of people because a lot of people don't have great hip extension. If that's the case, you're probably going to feel a huge quad stretch when you do this, and you're not going to be able to use a huge range of motion, but that's okay. If you have a partner, you can assist this exercise by unloading the bottom half of it by holding a light band. Go ahead, Brandon. Get a little bit bigger range of motion, and it's a bit more accommodating. Again, all these exercises, because we're only loading it with bands, we want to go to near failure or at least 20 to 30 reps, somewhere in that range. It should take you about 15 to 20 minutes to put together a really solid squat and quad training exercise at home. Anything like that, Brandon?
It's about good.
Cool. Brandon out.